Alright, so I wanted to give you guys a bit of a base tour, because I've been spending a lot of time beta testing a new pack that will hopefully come out fairly soon, and that pack is Stoneblock 2. So Stoneblock 2 is being created in collaboration between the developer of the original Stoneblock and FTB. So this is on the FTB One test server, and I've got quite a lot of time on it. Now, I never played the first Stoneblock, but I saw a lot of other people play it, and I've greatly enjoyed this so far. So, the oldest part of the base is here is in the center, because this is the initial spot that I started in the initial cave around it. Then I kind of branched out over here, and over here I used to have a lava gen set up, generating power, and then I had some auto-sifting that I haven't torn out yet. Then I moved into an ME system here that's kind of evolved a few times. And my base kind of goes out in spokes with hallways. Over on this side is a nice array of probably 50 or so cloches. I know there's 32 on that side and not quite 32 on this side, so almost 64, but not quite. For mystical agriculture, growing various things. Looks like that drawer is filled and doesn't have a void upgrade. So it all gets pulled in with XNet and dumped into the drawer controller and then addressed by AE2. So there's that there. Then kind of an old area here where I was baiting animals to try to get going with chickens and cows and stuff. So I just kind of left it there with the rabbits, you know. Over here I used to have a small wither cage where I was manually spawning withers. I'll show more wither stuff later. So here I've got my AE2 automation in the usual way that I like to do it. So that's it for the ground level. Now then, I used an RF Tools builder to quarry out a giant half sphere over the base, and kind of made a bit of a false sky, just for kicks. So up here I've got a tier 4 energy core, which was full, but I used a great deal of it just now doing a lot of draconic upgrades and getting chaotic injectors and stuff like that. So down here I've got a simple reactor setup that makes about 20k per tick. So go ahead and start filling the orb back up. The only thing automated is its fuel. I've got some uranium chickens, which I probably don't even need that many at the rate this thing uses fuel. Then the waste goes into a condenser there. So over here, this is the Mark II wither cage. And really, I kind of temporarily put some fences in here to kill pink slime. So I don't need that anymore, and not really need this, because anything that spawns in here will get immediately killed by the grinder. So, mob grinder there, item collector down here. Then I'm using RF tools to spawn the withers. So I'm copying that with a space chamber into this cage up here, and then they get dumped down in through the draconic portal and into there. So that's cool. Here's my draconic fusion crafting setup, my empowering setup, and this is where I've been breeding chickens, and I have chickens automated into my ME system via an ender chest, which the only thing I've got in right there is some awakened draconium chickens. Which, I mean, I don't really need that now that I have Project E, but now that I have transmutation tables and stuff. And I've been... more on that later. So various chicken breeding going on, like emerald chickens for EMC, uranium chickens, draconium chickens. Over here is where I've been breeding fluid cows. So I've got an animal feeder there, breeding them. And then the babies fall through there and get ejected down here. Because I'm breeding evil infused and stellar alloy cows together in order to get a molten infinity cow. But it only has a 1% chance. Molten infinity. So you know, infinity ingots. So speaking of Avaricia, these extreme crafting tables here. Here I was working on the ultimate stew, which I finished yesterday. And I've almost got everything done for the infinity catalyst. I've just got the nickel singularity and the flux singularity left. So those are being worked on over here, with an array of emerald chickens feeding a condenser, making nickel blocks. So it's making its way to nickel singularity. And here an array of chickens making fluxed electrum blocks, working its way toward the flux singularity. And then this is going to be just for general EMC, just a giant tower of roosts with emerald and draconium chickens. So it's just making red matter blocks, and let's go ahead and throw some of these in there to give it a boost. So hopefully I'll have that soon. Here is my auto crafting towers for AE2 and my giant controller. Gets kind of jittery over here with everything. And then I've got a machine crafting cluster back here. Because even with Project D, I still like to do normal auto crafting as well. I don't like to just do pure Project D for everything. So then a little tunnel down here with all the P2Ps and everything. I've been finishing quite a lot of the quests. So, working on that. I've almost got the Draconic line done. I've already got the chickens done. Fluid cows have got a ways to go yet. I've got other miscellaneous things I need to get. So I think that's about it for the tour of my base on the FTB One test server. So this is where I've disappeared to for a bit. Hopefully I'll do more work on my regular world soon. So see you guys later.